Hey, hi everyone. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties. Coco's cell phone just got too hot and he lost connection. So now he's got his wife's phone, and here we are. Okay, so let's continue.
That's the excitement when you're behind the scenes. Things can happen, and
That's right. That's right.
Standing out in the New Mexico sun, even at 9:30, 10 in the morning, things can heat up pretty quickly. But speaking of things heating up, we've actually got things happening behind us. They're loading up the mom dogs and the puppies as we speak, and all kinds of excitement. There's a lot of people here. We've even got a photographer on scene, just getting some photos of all the action as it's happening, and we're excited. Things are moving.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Okay, so that's your wife, isn't it? That's the photographer. So that's a wonderful thing.
She is the talent. I mean, I do the talking. She does the hard part, and we get some pretty nice photos. That's helped us move, some animals locally and help with special cases and stuff here in the past. So we're always, like a lot of people talk about, we're on team Barkhouse with Kelly, and we try to do what we can and give what we can to see progress, to see
right.
These animals finding homes, no matter what avenue that takes. That's what we want to do.
That's right. Well, I know that it's difficult when you deal with animals after a period of time. Some people get burnout and they have to take a break and set back. But one of the rewarding things is when you see positive things happening. When you see things like this, then that lifts up the spirit, and it's like, it's all worth it. It's all totally worth it. So I know that's how your volunteers feel and the fosters feel. That there's sometimes when you take care of, especially puppies, that they're kind of hard to get used to, and trying to train them, and you get disappointed with them, but sooner or later they do something that, like a child, when a child first walks and oh gosh, he said a word, he did something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same kind of thing with the dogs too. So
dogs naturally are pleasers. They want to do, they're trying to respond to you and kind of acclimate to you. So the more effort and time that you put into them, the better accustomed to you they will be. And every animal has the ability to be a great pet, a loving companion,
right?
But it does take effort, but just like anything that's worth doing,
right?
It's you do it because you want to do it, and you have to want to do it. You can't just want them out of the novelty of having a certain type or a certain look or something like that. You want to have somebody that you love.
That's right. That's right. And when you see, it's funny because when you go into adoption and you think that, oh, this dog is going to have a good home, that's not necessarily true. So I do like the fact that you vet and you find out who is going to be good, and you do a lot of research on the dogs before you bring them somewhere. Is this going to be good for this area? Speaking of receivers, the receivers that you get, how do you choose them?
So just like you talked about, we vet them. We reach out through social media channels and other, and through other rescues and partners that we have. And, we ask for recommendations, people that they've had successes with, and, ways that we can, at least get a familiarity to begin with these people. Then we contact them, and through the contact, we begin to discuss, what their follow through looks like, what their adoption rates look like, what their demand is in their area. And, they start to give us that information, kind of on a, conversation handshake basis, and then we dive deeper. So we may even go as far as send one of the people in our network to go and visit this facility and see what their facility looks like, start to look at some hard numbers as to their adoption rates, and ensure that what they're telling us is in fact what they're doing, and we can actually kind of verify what they're doing, their follow through and stuff. So there is a really, really I wouldn't call it extreme. Extreme is a bad word, but it is a thorough process to ensure that we know who we're working with, we're partnering with them, and then eventually we end up with a really great beyond working relationship. We get to know the people that we're working with, and begin to establish that trust, sense of family, and the like.
Right. Okay, so we got my partner here. This is Gaetan. This is Coco from Barkhouse.
Good morning, Coco.
Good morning.
Good morning, Gaetan. How are you?
We
Great,
lost
thank you.
connection before, so we had to start a new one. His phone got so hot that it just totally dropped.
Okay.
So here we are. All right. So we were just talking about how they choose the receivers
Okay.
in the different areas, and what all areas is Julian actually covering? Do you know?
I can't say exactly. I mean, I know today he's flying to California. I know, through like our reach as far as Barkhouse is concerned, we touch Colorado, the Pacific Northwest, Idaho. We have receivers in all those areas, and now we're excited to be finally reaching California. And so we're hoping to expand as far as we possibly can, and we'll also be, speaking with Julian, more about where he reaches and some of his recommendations to start looking into receivers in those areas as well.
Okay. All right. So can we see some of how they're loading right now? Is there something to look at? Let's go look at it.
I could take you over there and take a look where the magic is actually happening. I'm walk over some tight spaces in there. Then I'm going to go ahead and take you away from my face and show you what we've got going on.
Oh, and even the kids help too, huh? Oh, look at the puppies. Yay. Yeah.
Rescue and flight is definitely a family affair.
There's Julian. Yeah. Yeah.
So we've got right now the puppies going in the crate with mama dog, so they can actually fly with their mom and comfort animal there.
Oh.
I don't know if you can see very well into there. We've got mama and puppies alike going in.
All right.
So
there you go.
So yeah, you're seeing the process in action. You're seeing Julian loving and bonding like you talked about.
Yeah. Oh, there's Kelly. Hi, Kelly.
Kathy says hello.
Hey, Kat. Thank you, Kathy and Gaetan.
Thank you.
So the process is what you see. They're going. So we were talking about the heat, my phone overheating and all that stuff. Well, we do our very best to make sure that the animals never feel that heat. They go straight from the air-conditioned vehicles, like you see. The vehicle pulls right up to the aircraft, and so they go from nice and cool in the vehicle to nice and cool in the airplane. So they're never, we're doing our very best to make sure that they're not dealing with the heat like we're dealing with. That's us.
Well, actually, Gaetan was supposed to be there today for this flight. And then it was decided that because it was the first flight and there was so much chaos that was going on and, all the things that you don't really know that are going to happen in that. So turns out that it was a good thing because now he can see what's happening. And then he'll be there in a couple of weeks so that he'll be traveling, as I told you before, from behind the scenes to see what's happening, how the dogs are reacting in the flight itself, and then how they react once they get to it gives me goosebumps when I think about it. So I know Gaetan's getting really excited about going. Aren't you, Gaetan?
I'll come out of my cage and then I'll be able to film real people in real life with a pet rescued. So I was excited to come today, but it will be better in a few weeks from today to do my filming there.
Yeah.
Definitively, when I go ahead,
we'll definitely be happy to have you. You'll see the atmosphere here is great. It's wild. It's positive. People are moving, getting it done, and I really think not only will you enjoy yourself, but you'll really see a very, very positive process and a really united team of people that are committed to what we're doing, and then of course the fun is you get to see some cute puppies and be a part of the action. So.
Yeah. And I'll have the chance to share that with the world. So that's great.
Well, Coco, on the Dog Connection, Gaetan and I, one of our goals is that we realize that dogs are spiritual beings and that we like to bring that to light. And that's really what happens with the humans too. I think that these dogs, they touch the humans in Las Cruces right now, and they let people know that they're thankful for what they're doing, and that's so much reward. Okay,
and that really is a lot of reward does lie in that. These animals, they have beautiful souls. If you want to talk about a creature that can show unconditional love, dogs and cats and pets are it.
Yeah.
And like you've mentioned before, they don't have a voice, but you know what? Here in Las Cruces with us, they've got a voice. They've got arms, they've got legs, they've got an airplane, they've got vans, they've got everything that we're willing to put forth to ensure that they get
Yeah.
everything that they need and more. And that's what we want for them.
Great.
Well, you know, and what's so different about you with Barkhouse and what you're doing now is you're actually forming a really nice network within the community. So, you know, they always say it takes a village. Well, your community is a perfect example of the people that are coming together for a common cause, which is to save these animals.
Yep.
And I don't
Yeah.
even want to say animals. I want to say family. They want to save the
Absolutely.
family because the community has embraced that these are spiritual, loving beings that provide comfort and love. And they want to make certain they have a really good home. So
Our
it's almost
little-
like,
Yeah.
What?
Our little, I would say our little brother and sister.
yeah, our little brothers and sisters. Yeah, you know, that's a good idea. Yeah, fur brothers and fur sisters. Yeah.
And today we're helping out 44 baby brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? These are the most, you know, in need animals. They can hardly do anything, you know, for themselves. Puppies, especially as young as they are, 2 weeks, 4 weeks old. So they're really at our mercy, you know. And so it's a matter of really being good people, doing what's right, and helping a population of souls that desperately needs it. And if we don't, who will? So it's us. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, right. Okay. So what else do you want to show us?
I mean, you're kind of getting to see, you know, the action for what it is. You know, the number of vehicles and volunteers that showed up, they're moving around, they're getting everything loaded up. And so, you know, I don't know that we'll be able to remain on broadcast all the way to the point of liftoff, but
Okay. All right. Well,
you know,
then can you send us some pictures of the takeoff for the Freedom Flight, and then we can share that on the Dog Connection as well?
absolutely. We'll get you guys photos of all the action from, you know, start to finish, including takeoff, and, you know, the celebration that will ultimately ensue once these animals are wheels up and off to their new homes and new lives. We'll get you everything.
Okay,
Excellent.
that
Thank
sounds
you so
great.
much for that. We really appreciate.
Okay, and Gaetan will be there in a couple of weeks, and I'll be there too. So it'll be Gaetan. It'll be a family. I haven't seen you in what, 20 years.
Yes.
Even he's in Illinois, and I'm in Phoenix right now, and then I'll be in Las Cruces. So we haven't seen each other for more than 20 years.
23 years.
23 years, yeah. So it'll be a family reunion for sure.
Yeah. And we'll have a big party.
Have a big
That's
party.
excellent. And, you know, from Barkhouse and Kelly and myself and everybody, welcome to the family. We're excited to have you guys.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Okay. All right. Thanks, Coco, for your time and everything. We
you
really
very much.
appreciate it.
Of
Okay.
course.
My
Have
best,
a great
Kelly.
afternoon. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Well, I'm going to say goodbye for now.